Welcome to Madrid Pulse, your go-to destination for everything Real Madrid. From breaking transfer news to exclusive updates from Valdebebas, we bring you closer to the heart of Los Blancos. Now, let's dive into one of the most reassuring pieces of news for Real Madrid fans across the globe. Thibaut Courtois has officially renewed his contract with Real Madrid for another season. The Belgian goalkeeper, who originally signed with the club in 2018 from Chelsea, has now extended his stay until June 30, 2027. The extension comes in line with Real Madrid's long-standing policy that players aged 32 and above are offered only one-year extensions, a rule the club continues to follow meticulously, regardless of the player's stature or influence. Courtois' previous contract was due to expire in the summer of 2026, so technically, he still had 2 years left. But Real Madrid, confident in their star shot stopper's physical and mental readiness, decided to move early. The agreement was finalized ahead of the traditional contract countdown period, ensuring no distractions heading into the upcoming campaign. This places Courtois in a different scenario from veterans like Luka Modric or Lucas Vazquez, whose contract situations were resolved late and closer to expiration. There had been early speculation that Courtois' new deal might include a second optional season based on performance or appearances. However, the final terms confirm that there are no such clauses. It's a straightforward one-year extension. This is very much in keeping with Real Madrid's internal structure, where they value clarity and fairness for players approaching the twilight of their careers. Courtois, who will begin the new season on August 4th under this new contract, has proven time and again why he is considered one of the best goalkeepers in the world. His performances in the Champions League, La Liga, and countless other critical matches have solidified his place as an indispensable pillar of the team. Even after a long injury spell last season, the club's faith in him never wavered. And this renewal confirms just that. The move also sends a clear message about Real Madrid's goalkeeping strategy moving forward. Despite offers reportedly arriving at the Bernabeu for top-level goalkeepers from across Europe, the club chose to reject them. There was talk of Joan Garcia being monitored, and even Kepa Arrizabalaga, who was part of the squad during the 2023-24 season, was linked again. However, Kepa ultimately joined Mikel Arteta's Arsenal this summer. These moves show that Real Madrid is not scrambling for options. They already have the man they trust most between the posts. Meanwhile, backup goalkeeper Andriy Lunin continues to draw interest from other clubs, with Villarreal being the most recent side reportedly keen on securing his services. However, the Ukrainian has shown no intention of leaving the club, despite knowing that Courtois is Xabi Alonso's clear #1 choice. Lunin's commitment is a testament to the culture of competition and loyalty that has been cultivated within the Real Madrid dressing room. He signed a contract renewal last summer that binds him to the club until 2030, a sign that the club sees him as a long-term asset, even if he's currently playing a supporting role. During the FIFA Club World Cup, new manager Xabi Alonso made it abundantly clear that Courtois is his first-choice goalkeeper, and there's been no indication of a shift in that stance. With Alonso looking to build on Real Madrid's historic defensive solidity, having a goalkeeper like Courtois, who not only commands his box but also leads from the back, is an asset that cannot be overstated. Ultimately, this renewal doesn't just ensure continuity, it represents stability in one of the most critical positions on the pitch. Real Madrid fans can rest easy knowing that their fortress at the back is secure, both in experience and in leadership. Courtois remains as focused and motivated as ever, and as the 2025-26 season approaches, he will undoubtedly look to add more silverware to his already illustrious collection at the Bernabeu. The FIFA Club World Cup brought with it significant revelations for Real Madrid, particularly as the Xabi Alonso era officially began following the departure of Carlo Ancelotti. The team's semi-final exit at the hands of Paris Saint-Germain may have left some questions unanswered, chief among them the uncertain futures of players like Rodrigo and Dani Ceballos, and how the marquee pairing of Vinicius Jr. and Kylian Mbappe would fit into Alonso's tactical blueprint. However, it also provided important insights, especially regarding the roles of certain key players under the new manager's system. One such player who stood out during the tournament was Aurélien Tchouameni. The 75 million rated French international appears to have cemented his place as a cornerstone of Xabi Alonso's tactical structure. Known for his exceptional physical presence and technical competence, Tchouameni has added a new dimension to his game under Alonso's guidance: tactical intelligence. This is precisely the attribute that Alonso reportedly values most in the 24-year-old midfielder. Tchouameni featured in various tactical roles throughout the Club World Cup. He was deployed as a traditional holding midfielder in a 4-3-3 setup, and also operated as a deep-lying sweeper when Alonso opted for a formation involving 3 central defenders. In the latter role, he was flanked by new signing Dean Huijsen and veteran Antonio Rudiger, offering both defensive stability and ball progression from the back. His seamless adaptability to these differing roles demonstrates the level of trust Alonso has in his football IQ and positional awareness. What makes this development even more notable is the context of Tchouameni's journey. Under Ancelotti, the Frenchman had already been experimented with in multiple positions. While he was largely used as a pivot in midfield, injuries and tactical shifts saw him being tested as a center back, a role in which he struggled and attracted widespread criticism. His performances in central defense were often marred by positional lapses and a lack of comfort, leading to a dip in form that drew jeers and whistles from the Santiago Bernabeu crowd. At one point, the pressure on the young Frenchman was so intense that his place in the team was questioned. But to his credit, Tchouameni displayed commendable mental resilience. Despite the backlash, he maintained a professional attitude and worked to improve. Gradually, his performances began to improve, and by the end of the season, he had not only silenced his critics but emerged as one of Ancelotti's most reliable players. His turnaround was marked by improved decision-making, better positioning, and an increased willingness to take responsibility in crucial moments. That growth has carried into the new season under Alonso, who clearly sees in Tchouameni a versatile and dependable option. The Frenchman's recent showings at the Club World Cup offered a glimpse of what he can contribute when placed in roles that tap into his tactical strengths. More importantly, Tchouameni himself seems to have embraced the challenges presented by Alonso's vision for the team. Though he has previously stated in interviews that playing as a center-back is not something he particularly enjoys, his performances suggest a shift in attitude. Rather than resist, he has bought into the manager's philosophy, showcasing maturity and a team-first mentality. Such commitment does not go unnoticed by a manager like Xabi Alonso, who himself was once a midfield general known for intelligence and versatility. Tchouameni's willingness to sacrifice personal preferences for the good of the team, combined with his physical prowess and developing game sense, makes him an ideal component in Alonso's evolving tactical setup. As Real Madrid look ahead to the remainder of the season, the French midfielder is set to be a key figure, one who not only helps anchor the midfield but also provides Alonso with the flexibility to shift formations mid-game. In a squad filled with attacking flair and defensive solidity, it is Tchouameni's brain and adaptability that could very well prove to be the glue holding the system together.